Hi, this is Tim of the 1916 Company. Welcome and thanks for logging on. If you love this watch, email us Team Mosso at the1916company.com for purchase, pricing, and availability questions regarding this watch. Today we're discussing a model that launched back in 2019 from Vacheron Constantin. This is the Fiftysix Day-Date. So it's part of the 56 collection that came out in the fall of 2018 and was expanded across several different individual models at SIHH in 2019. So this, of course, is the day and the date, and although it is said to be distantly inspired by the 1950s reference 6073, the only real resemblance is maybe in these little overriders to the lugs. This is in other regards a completely modern and original effort. In 5N red gold, 40 millimeters in diameter, 12.2 millimeters thick, and from lug tip to lug tip, 48.2 millimeters with a 20 millimeter spacing between the lugs. On my wrist, which is 16 centimeters in circumference, it's a full-sized watch, neither small nor oversized. I'd recommend it for a wrist as small as 15 centimeters circumference. My wrist, again, is 16. It will fit under cuffs. It is not that thick, and with a sloped bezel, a sleeve can ramp up over the side of this watch quite easily. The strap is a fun one. You could see it is a semi-gloss, large alligator scale, and so large-scale alligator leather, high quality. You can see they're not quite symmetrical scales. They decided on a different, slightly asymmetrical cut for the strap. Now, it's got some bolstering to give it volume. You can see in profile a sheer cut with lacquering to give it some refinement, and then a monotone stitch on the bottom, calfskin. No crimping, no gouging. You can see this is a Vacheron factory strap in brand new condition. The watch comes with a folding clasp. The way this works is you press the two triggers and then it opens up. Inside you can see some references to the Maltese Cross logo of Vacheron, as well as a combination of polish and media blast. Here's the twin trigger release action right there, and then we have a little Maltese Cross on the buckle. You can see the buckle is held to the strap using screws and bars. We get back to the lug profiles. They have a little bit of a soft bevel on their side, and then there's an undertuck teardrop curl. Everything here is polished. You can see that little wedge-like reference to the vintage, I believe it was the 6073 that was the inspiration for these. And then you've got an inwardly stepped conical bezel, a slightly countersunk crown, so it's sunken somewhat into the case band so it doesn't stick out obtrusively. If you pull it out, you can see it's got an inverse conical profile, so it actually flares broader as you move away. Maltese Cross on that too. We have a cambered and boxed sapphire. Note that we do have a hacking or stop seconds function here. You can see we have a day and a date and a pusher adjuster for each. Power reserve indicator down at the bottom of the dial. Of course, the watch is automatic, but if you want to watch it move in real time, you can wind manually. And the watch has a 40-hour power reserve. You can see on the dial several different decorations. We have rose gold hands, logo, indices, and numerals. We're going to do a quick loom shot so you can see how well loomed the watch is. It's actually pretty well loomed. This is more of an all-arounder than a hardcore dress watch. In other words, it's not the 1921. This is a watch that's designed to be more of your everyday carry and your all-arounder for everything but swimming. So two different discs, little countersunk there. One is for the day and one for the date. That has an azurage in each case, or a concentric pattern. If you look at the center dial, you can see it's not a directional so much as it's sort of an opaline, lightly frosted. And then we have a sunburst motif underneath the hour track. We have a type of chemin de fer, or railroad track, for minutes and seconds and hours. Outboard, we've got the minutes and seconds. Inboard, you can see we have what's called piano key style tracks for reading the hours and also those minutes and seconds. We have a couple of different Arabic numerals and a couple of indices, so it's a mix of both, and we have a lovely open 6 down at the base of the dial, a high-quality dial in every regard with a little bit of a symmetry for people who like jazz. Rolling it all over, Vacheron manufacture movement. It's true the base self-winding in the 56 collection uses a Cartier-derived caliber, but this model and all the other more deluxe or senior 56 models use Vacheron calibers. So this is the 2475 automatic winding. It has ceramic bearings. It has a 22-karat rotor with multiple hand finishings, a 4 hertz beat rate, 27 joules, the 40-hour power reserve, high horology style 5-position adjustment, and you can see it is Geneva seal, and it lives up to the legend of the Geneva seal. do this real quick. If you look carefully, you can see the operation of the hacking lever on the balance rim. You'll note the Geneva seal is on both the movement and the case, as since about the middle of 2012, Geneva seal has been a full watch standard of quality. Mirrored bevels, polished screw heads, satinated and beveled steel parts, stripes across bridges, engine turning on the base plate. We have all of it, with the most elaborately decorated piece undoubtedly being the rotor itself. With a sunburst center on the bearing, no detail is too small. If you love this watch, reach out to Team Mosso at the 1916company.com for purchase and pricing details.